Hi, this is Blake from the Gauntlet Group. We're playing Nexus Modern Sorcery today. X cards on the table, of course, because you want everyone to be comfortable. We're just doing character creation. Now, before we pick moves, you might want to decide the focus. So, under the Cabal tab, there's a bit that says Nexus Group Focus. So basically, you all work for a company, but as the group, the players decide the kind of focus of that company. And you just pick two of those things out of the five. And we'll try to kind of tailor the missions to involve those things.
Oh yeah, what are the Nanazu?
Oh, they're scorpion folk.
Okay.
But for now, if you just go down a bit to where it says Nexus Group Focus, and yeah, you two have to decide which two you want the campaign to be about, sort of thing.
I think I'm in the wrong thing here. Okay.
Yeah, just scroll down a bit.
Blake, do you have a Lines and Veils sheet or anything like that?
No, but if there's something you really don't want, just say so, and we'll make a note of it.
Cool. Alrighty.
My general things are no harm to children and no sexual violence.
That's cool.
And no COVID.
Yeah,
no pandemic.
Yeah, that's bad enough dealing with it in the real world.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, I am sorry for being dense here. I'm scrolling down.
See on the Cabal tab? There should be a big
Cabal
section.
tab. Scroll down. There we go. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Focus pick 2. I'm sorry, it was right in front of me.
So we as a group pick those, or
two of those. Yeah, two of those, and that's what the company you work for is focused on. Okay. And we'll try and
Darren.
Put that in
Darren, did you want to pick one, and I can pick the other one?
Sure.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just rereading here. Let's see. How about this rescuer sound okay to you?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
For the other one, I'm kind of interested in the understanding one. Does that work for you?
Sure. Yeah.
Just to do something that's different. Yeah.
Okay. Make art, not war. Okay.
Hey, it's one of the options.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, so now you may want to go up to the bit above that. It's got your Cabal worked with, and there's a pull down list.
Uh-huh.
And you decide amongst you. Actually, you only need to choose one of those. It's just basically an event that you're both involved with.
Cool. What is Ninazu again?
Yeah, they're scorpion folk. They just
that's scorpion folk. Okay.
Trying to take over the universe.
Yeah. All right. We worked with them. Wow. All right.
That may be in the context that you kited them to take out some other enemies. That's about it. They're not exactly chatty.
So it's possible we could have been working with them against one of their own kind.
Yeah.
Right.
You may have used illusions or food or something to trick them into.
Sure. Oh man. Okay. Cabal.
But yeah, you only need to answer one of those questions. You don't need to do both.
Okay. Is there something in your doc? Wait, it's probably in your other document that you sent out. Let me go there. I think it's going to be in here.
let's see. Oh, could you tell me more about the Akamar and the Zorak?
Okay, well, they're two of the worlds that you've been to before. Alternate, it's like Earth. They've got gravity and night and day and all of that sort of stuff. Akamar is a bit colder, sort of temperate to subarctic, and Zakamar is warmer. It's sort of arid to tropical.
Oh, so I'm looking on the PDF document.
Yep.
There's no page numbers in the document. So Akamar Steam Age Tundra and Woods World on the verge of revolution.
Yep.
And Zorak Modern Desert Jungle World consisting of future direction based on technology.
Yeah, so the big thing for their society at the minute is they're debating whether they go into space exploration or sea exploration.
Okay.
But the technology is fairly similar to ours, whereas Akamar is Steam Age, so Victorian era.
Okay. Shoot. All right.
Well, I have an idea.
What's that?
So in this, like, kind of in Akamar, maybe we like put out a manifesto for like more like pro-labor thoughts, because if they're maybe they also have some similar issues to Victorian era Earth with like exploitation.
Okay.
Well, that's on Akamar. Currently, they're ruled by sorcerers, but they're kind of sorcerer nobility. They do very little, and I think they should be charged just because they're sorcerers. And there is kind of a gathering of a socialist revolution happening there. So that may fit in with that.
But I don't know. That's just an idea.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for the sake of the playtest, we gotta just choose something. So we can just go. We could be like helping that revolution on if you want.
Okay.
Yeah, that works with me.
So that'd be an act of rebellion?
Yeah, even if it's just giving information or supplies to people that are setting up for rebellion, that still counts. Even helping them.
So I was saying, I put in like performed an act of rebellion on the world.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just give some context to the sort of cabal you have. Generally, your cabal, your crew or whatever, are anything from 6 to 12 people, and you might be undertaking 2 or 3 tasks at a time.
Okay.
And in this case, you two have done that before. But, if later on we decide that Clint or whoever else jumps in, their quota was there, then that's cool. Alright, so now that you've got that context, you can go to the character tab, choose some moves or whatever, and yeah, it'll give you a more well-rounded sort of picture, hopefully.
Okay.
Darren, I just randomly put something in there on the number 1 worked with. Does that work for you, or do you want to change something there?
Oh, where did you put something? I'm sorry.
On row 2, I just...
Another cabal tab up the top.
Yeah, your cabal worked with.
Oh, okay.
Is that okay?
Sure. Yeah, that works.
Okay. All right. Let's see.
And what would you like for us to focus on first, Blake?
No, you can do whatever.
Oh, just make a character here. Okay.
Yeah, so just go down the list. So it should be mostly pull down stuff. Yeah, you just when you get to moves, you've got to kind of cut and paste the function line from the other tab and then put it over here. That's just Excel. It's a bit funny online.
I'm confused about a section.
Okay.
This would be row 18 through 23.
Yep. So the
So
first
is
part is
this-
start of mission
Yep.
ability, which is be on your Exarchum Aurora tab.
Start of mission. Okay, I see that now. And then for
The other
familiar
one,
or sanctuary or teleport, I just put sanctuary, right? For
yeah,
my character.
and you can just cut and paste that whole section. And in that case, you just choose one from each of those sections.
Cool.
Now your Vice and Virtue, that's just kind of to flesh out your character, and it's up to you how strong each one is, sort of thing. And it doesn't have to be physical acts. For example, courage, maybe you write about heroes or you sing about heroes, and your part-time is a rock band or something. It doesn't have to be you're the big thug. I remember a couple of years back I ran a game and all three of them had cowardice as a vice, and I was like, oh wow, this is not the usual heroes.
Are these virtues just fiction?
Yeah, it's just how you give your character some depth, basically.
Do you pick 3 or 1 or?
No, it should just be 1 virtue, 1 envy. Sorry,
Okay.
1 vice.
Okay.
Okay, we don't have to worry about gear yet, we can look at that later. Alright, well we can do started mission tracks. Okay, so Darren, if you want to roll 2d6 plus expertise.
Okay.
So put the dice thing in the chat. So you got 1 expertise there, 2d6 plus 1 in your case.
Oh, I got booted. This happens to me with Roll With Me.
Okay, well if you got physical dice there, go for it.
Just trying to reload here. I'll get that one shot. Huh. Okay. Oops, I don't want to fudge die. There we go. 11 plus, so 12 for me.
Okay, so a faction you know has been here in the past. 10 plus you know what was done and why. What was it? Okay, so in your Cabal history you've dealt with fairies and daemons. Okay. Let's have a look. So in the mission that you're going to be doing today, do you think daemons or fairy were involved?
Let's go with fairy.
Alright, so maybe they're trying to sort of increase their recruiting in this area. They're trying to get people to worship them, they're trying to get mages to work for them, and yeah. So that's, yeah. You've seen this tactic before, sort of thing. Oop, crap, what happened there? Yeah. Okay. Excuse me. Alright, David, if you want to do gear up, so 2d6 plus expertise. Oh, you haven't chosen the attributes yet. Alright, well.
Let's see. Okay, so I have my attributes, so you want me to roll?
So roll 2d6 plus 2 in this case. Let's just see if you've got any nifty gear.
2. Okay, so 2d6 plus 2. I got a 5.
Mm. Maybe we can tie that in. You've got something that belongs to the fairies. What is it? Why did you not just give it back to them?
What? Okay, and it's been a while since I read up on fairy lore. I'm going to say that I have the... it's a magical gauntlet of healing.
Okay.
That belonged to one of their knights.
Oh. That'll make you popular. Okay.
Well, you know, I'm somewhat of a doctor, so I need to have these things with me.
Alrighty. Okay, so we just need character names. Now, you were from Earth, so, you know, it can be Stephen, Fred, I don't know, Idris, whatever, you know. You there, Darren?
Yeah, sorry, my computer is acting up.
Just need a character name.
Yep. Let's see here. There we go.
Name.
Gideon. Yeah. Okay, so, there's, what city are we starting in? Pick a coastal city, anywhere in the world.
Sydney?
Sydney? Oh, okay.
I don't know. I don't know what influenced my choice, but I don't know. What do you think, David?
Sydney's fine. I've never been there. This will be fun.
Me neither.
It's not fine, but yeah.
Oh,
Have you
go
been there?
Sydney.
Have you been there, Blake?
Yeah, a few times. If you like big cities, you'll like it. I don't. I'm a country boy. Okay, so you're in Sydney. There's, because I've got you get your mission briefing at a landmark, and it's like, yeah, fine. So you're doing the bridge climb up the Sydney Harbour Bridge, which is a decent cardio workout. Yeah, and someone else in your cabal will be sort of saying, look, this stuff's been happening, we need to go and sort out what's going on. Basically, it's like there's some sort of weird effect. We don't know whether it's magical or not, but there's an area of downtown that just everything electronic goes haywire. Like traffic lights will change and people's electronics in their cars go funny, and animals in the area go funny as well. and yeah, and then it sort of goes away. So we just thought we need someone to go and have a look and see what's happening. We'll say it is April, which is like autumn here.
Okay. What's an autumn temperature in Sydney?
50 to 60 Fahrenheit.
Oh, thank you. Okay. You don't have to do Fahrenheit if you don't want.
That's right.
Thank you.
Wow. Okay, very different from Minnesota.
Yeah.
Less snow.
I don't think Sydney gets any snow. There's only a few places in Australia that get snow in winter. Okay, we do get a fair bit of rain though. It doesn't rain often, but when it rains, it's like torrential downpour.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was negative 17 Fahrenheit the other day here.
Yikes. Okay. So yeah, there's some sort of weird anomaly happening in town every now and then. They want you to sort of go and have a look around. So to give you more context, you work for the Nexus group. You're basically paid 10 grand a month to just do whatever they ask. The focus of the group is normally, understanding and rescuing, because that's what the players have chosen. But yeah, there's some sort of weird anomaly in town they want you to have a look at. But, your dedication to your job is up to you. You might say, we'll look at it tomorrow. We'll go to cinema tonight. And I don't care, it's up to you.
Well, go ahead, David, sorry.
Well, I think Sal would be very curious to find out what it is. Whether or not it could just be some, local urban legend or some weird thing.
So you said animals were acting strange, and what was the other thing?
Oh, like traffic lights and people's cars.
Okay.
They just had different reports, so they just want you guys to kind of go and have a look. So what have we got? We got Gideon, he, him, and Sol or Solomon. All right, someone's on old school names. All right.
We go back years and years.
What do you think about going for a drive?
Sure. I mean, do you have room for my motorbike in your vehicle?
I think so. Blake
Yeah, you
said
can put it on an angle.
I could have a van with a wizard painted on the side.
Like 1970s.
Yep.
Oh,
Airbrush wizard. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know how to upload the picture that I've got, but it's pretty epic.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so we'll say that was mid-morning, you did your bridge climb, and then you climb back down. It's like lunchtime, you get in your van. It's autumn, so it's a cool breeze, but it's not raining or anything. Drive towards town. Okay. So you're just going to drive around, or are you going to kind of park and walk around on foot, or?
Well, were there any specific animals cited in these reports?
Well, it's in town, so there'll be like pigeons and dogs and cats, anything that isn't really supposed to be there but is.
Okay.
Well, Sydney, there's a few trees, so there'll be parrots as well.
So, are we doing like a stakeout in the van, or are we like wandering around looking for suspicious animal activity?
My thought was with the traffic lights and stuff acting weird. Maybe we could catch some of that, and then maybe just through serendipity, we could catch some animal activity too. If we're like
Okay.
kind of driving around in town.
So I
I don't
feel
know
like
what driving's like in Sydney. I'm sorry.
yeah, I feel like I have like a pair of like binoculars, like tourist binoculars, and I'm like looking around, checking out traffic, checking out animals, and
Okay.
I'm not like hiding it. I'm being very obvious.
We're tourists.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Like I've probably got like the tourist Australian shirt on and everything.
Cheap hat with the corks hanging off it.
There's
Yeah.
probably like
Yeah.
some kangaroo patterns on it. Yeah.
Dear. Alrighty. So, you're looking around. Now, both of you have the option to do sense magic, which is kind of like you center yourself for a couple of seconds and you just try and feel the area for magic. You don't have to do that, but that is an option to you. Okay. If you're
I'm
just
totally
looking at-
sensing magic.
Okay. Right.
Is
so
that
go to-
safe to do while you're driving?
Oh, I thought you
Yeah,
were
because I
driving.
mean.
Oh no,
you
no,
want-
I was asking for me.
Yeah, you could both do it if you want. It will be a case of you pull up at the lights. You know you're going to be there for at least 10 seconds, so you just take a deep breath and just try and sense what's around you.
Okay.
I've got to get used to your names now. Yeah. Sol said he was doing it first. So when Sol senses magic, is he like just listening? Does he hear classical music, or like? How does he interpret sensing magic? Does his colour shift to 16 colours, or does he hear different music depending on what's happening?
I feel like given that this is Gideon's van, I'll let him take that sphere of influence. I think for Sal, like he needs to stare into a light source, and almost like go blind, like completely be absorbed in the moment of that light. It could be a candle flame, whatever, but it needs to be some sort of light source. And you see his pupils like get really small, and then there's probably like a glow around him. And then his eyes are closed after that point. And he just sort of like is sensing through his aura, if that makes sense.
Yep. Okay, so roll 2d6 plus wits and see if this actually works or not.
All right. Let's do that. I got 2 1s. How could that be? That can't be because I got a +1. That doesn't make sense. How can I have 2 1
total?
But I added the 1 into my roll, so I'm not sure how I'm getting that. There.
I think it just tells you what's on the dice. I don't know if this.
Is there any way? Hang on. How does this work? All right, I'm going to try this again. 2d6 plus 1.
Yep.
I don't.
Yeah, so it just tells you what's on the dice. It doesn't tell you the other bit.
Oh, that's weird.
That's
Okay,
right, so
well,
that's...
either you can go with the 3 or the 12, whichever one.
No, we'll go with the 12. That's fine. All right.
Okay.
So if you go to the magic tab up the top, you get to pick 3 of those things that you detect.
Detect magic on the moves.
Under the magic tab up the top, is sense magic. Yep.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Pick 3. Oh man, that means I have to pick a specific category.
Well, 3 of them you get.
Yeah. Discover any spells, rituals, or magic items in effect will be one of those choices.
Yep.
And then, given that I think we mentioned fairy, I think fairy and motivations. And then elements, portals, and constructs.
Okay. there is no elements, portals, or constructs nearby. So you're not sensing that. Though, like those
Okay.
colours that you would normally see, you're not
Yeah.
getting those colours. So you know that's
All right.
clear.
Okay.
Fairy motivation, yeah, it's like, you know, that guy over there, that lady over there, they're fairy. They don't appear to be actively doing anything, but it's like, yeah, they're blending in with the crowd or whatever. But yeah, you've
Sure.
made a mental note of this, who these people are. And spells. Yeah, there's a spell just coming into effect. Because, you know, we would say, you know, you've been driving around for half an hour looking at stuff. You picked up something to eat while you're hooning around in the the wizard van. And then this spell comes into effect, which, yeah, you would notice. And the traffic lights...
Can we tell what the spell is, or just that it's a spell?
It's a powerful spell. You know it's from another place, so it's not originating from Earth. It's either from the Dreamlands or Akamara or Zarak, basically. Someone's channeling something from somewhere else and pointing it at this spot.
I'm going to tell my friend here, Gideon, who's driving expertly in Australia on the other side of the road, what the heck I just encountered. Maybe that will help him to determine something else.
Whoa. Okay. Where's it coming from, man?
I don't know. The GM just told me it came from another world. I don't know which
outside.
world specifically.
It's not from Earth.
Somewhere else. So is that something that we can look into?
Well, I mean,
determine that?
like, where's it happening in this world?
Well, it is pointing at this intersection you're at. So the traffic lights have started to flicker.
Sure.
Oh,
People's
So it's
engines
just-
have started...
So it's like specifically targeting these traffic lights or every traffic light?
It's like a kilometre radius.
Oh, so there's like a focal point, possibly. Okay, cool.
So, yeah, there's... You can see, you know, cars were driving because the light was green, and then it's just flickered to different colours, and so there were people crossing. Are you going to try and help the people about to get hit by cars, or are you just going to stay in the van, or what are you going to do? Because there's going to be some accidents very shortly.
you know, if it's possible, I'm gonna try and like shield people with the van because maybe like the doors.
You tap a car to stop it hitting another person or something.
Or even just physically interpose the van
Yep.
between the like oncoming cars and the pedestrians.
Sounds like a physical task. Alright. In this case, roll 2d6 plus wits.
Okay.
See if you're able to do it quickly enough without...
Sorry, I gotta reload again. Alright. So that's a 9.
Okay. So yeah, if you go to the moves tab, so you succeed, but, and then just pick one of those 4 options.
Let's see here. I will say attracts attention. So like whoever was doing this magic, we got their attention because I perhaps didn't appear as confused as everybody else and kind of tried to.
Yeah, you were on the ball. You weren't shocked by it. You were in the zone.
Yeah, tried to put a damper on the mayhem,
Yep. Okay. All right. So, Gideon's going to interpose the van to stop other people getting slammed into by cars, and because the lights change all suddenly. The cars are beeping. There's people jumping to get out of the way. The lights are flickering. There's cars turning on and off. Pigeons are doing like a frantic figure eight overhead. So are some parrots. Sol, what are you doing?
Okay. I am going to turn the radio up really loud so to maybe help alert people who are maybe on their phones or something, like just kind of like break them out of their normal routine to assist getting here with helping people from avoiding any sort of accident. So I'm going to use noise to stimulate their attention otherwise.
Okay, there's no real risk for you to do that, so I won't need to get you to roll. That's fine. You do that. You're generally helping them.
Okay. And then while this is happening, if I can, with my binoculars, so one hand is on the volume button, and one hand is binoculars. I'm looking to see if there's anyone or anything that looks suspicious.
Apart from the guys who are panicking in the wizard van, yeah. I mean, one of the fairies you noticed earlier is just sort of leaning back against the tree, chuckling. They don't seem to be bothered, but they don't seem to be, causing havoc either. They just don't seem to give a shit.
Okay. Well,
I'll get you to have a look around. So roll mental task. So 2d6 plus wits, I think.
Okay. Let's see if this is going to be different. All right, so I got 2 4s and a 1, so I got a 9.
Okay.
Oh, are we supposed to roll 3 dice? Oh, no, you said +1 for your wits. Okay. Sorry.
Yep. No, that's fine.
So 9, so... So you've got the top of the moves tab, success plus... Alright, so we can just say consumes time if you want. You're having a look around to try and see what's happening.
Yep, I'm continuing my inconspicuous observation. So, are the birds forming weird symbols in their flight patterns, or you know?
There's not really a pattern to the combination of symbols. They're just doing weird symbols because I don't know what they're doing. Their little brains getting a bit baked on the magic. Okay. Alright, so that, there was sort of a noise for a little while that was happening, but then it takes sort of 10 minutes for things to calm down and people to get, traffic to get thing and the lights to get back in their normal rotation and...
All right, Gideon, what are we doing now?
Hey, maybe we should go talk to that fairy.
The fairy tourist over there laughing at us?
Yep.
All right, let's do it. Don't go screeching tires over that might freak him out.
Yeah.
Alright, so you park the van, wander over to the ferry. They're pretending to be tourists as well. They're kind of posing in a mockery in front of statues and stuff. Okay. They just look at you, wide-eyed.
Well, I think, we're going to go over there. Not going to do the "G'day, mate" thing. I'm going to do the Hello, friend in fairies.
They nod.
Say,
What brings you here?
well, we heard that there were some unusual light patterns pointing at the traffic lights and animal activity, and we thought we would check it out. Have you experienced any of this beforehand?
Well, you know, I've got some shrooms. Feeling a bit peckish, but yeah, it's an entertaining place. That's why we come here.
So how long have you been noticing the strange magical patterns happening?
I don't know, about a week.
Wow. Have you Do you know where they're coming from? What other world?
Nope.
Okay. So
It's a big area though, so I don't think it's
Yeah.
just one person. I think it's either a group or they've got an item or something.
Okay. So out of character, is there a way for us to determine from this world what other world this stuff is coming from?
That's a good question.
Are there ever like telltale signs in the magic?
Yeah.
That's a
You know,
good
like
question.
fingerprints
Let's
of
have a look.
another world.
That's where's my thing? Yes, because you rolled like 12 or something before and you'll sense magic. That would definitely help. So there are. Here it is. There's bronze shavings about the place, and there's also lots of lavender growing in the like nature strips that weren't there before, which makes you think it's someone's doing something on Zarak, the warmer world of Zarak, and pointing it here.
Who took like? Are any of the groups like more affiliated with Zarak, like the demons or the Fae? Or
Nope, they're on both.
okay,
Yeah, so the ferry will invite you for a meal or whatever, but they're kind of casually just hanging. They're not here to cause the problem or fix it. They don't care because they're ferry.
Well, I'm definitely not absently touching the bag that's holding the gauntlet from the ferry.
and I'm totally not asking how much the shrooms are.
Go for it.
So, can we just go from this world to another world?
Okay, well, there's a couple options there. Gideon has teleport. It's a bit like the Stargate. If you know the coordinates, in which case you can just teleport there. In which case he starts with 3, so one of them can be on Zarak. But Zarak's an entire planet, so it doesn't mean you can just teleport to the spot you need to go to. There may be a bit of travel once you get there. Another option is your sanctuary, Soul Sanctuary, may be on Zarak. In which case, once a week you can teleport there. Okay. Otherwise, you've got to look for a portal.
Well, I think for today's episode, having a sanctuary there is a good deal.
Yeah, you can either make that bold or just delete the other ones. That's all right.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna say, hey, I've got a timeshare in Zarak. Maybe we should go over there and time space share and check this thing out.
It's an
Okay.
Airbnb.
That's right.
Oh dear.
Yeah,
Man.
that sounds good. Let me just, I gotta park this somewhere where it's not getting towed.
Yeah, there'll be like a chapter house for the Nexus group somewhere in Sydney, and you can just stash it there. Grab some supplies like a backpack of food or whatever. Oh,
I'm going with the remote manor here.
okay.
I always wanted a remote control manor. This would be awesome. All right.
Does it have like magic version of Alexa if it's remote controlled?
I hope so. I pay a lot for this thing. It does have a library because that's what all the cool mages like.
Okay. So you're just going to go straight there, or no? You park your van, you get some supplies or
Yep.
whatever. Generally, the company handbook always recommends to have 3 days worth of food, a couple of clips or whatever weapon you want to use, because you may not necessarily be able to get back easily. So same as you can take your vehicles through a portal, but you've got to take some petrol because they don't have petrol on the other two worlds.
So, we could take our vehicles over there. Is that correct?
Yeah, if you want.
Hey, we can do that.
Just
Unless
when
you
you
really
do
want to park it here.
How weird is it to see a van driving around in Xerac?
Zarak is modern as well. Most of the vehicles are 3 wheels, but there will be some 4-wheel stuff. It's more
Okay.
that they don't use petrol; they use like chemical batteries. So you would just need to take a few jerry cans of petrol and stash it in the back to make sure you can go around and get back.
Okay.
All right. I think that's the better option.
And I want to get one of those like industrial sized things of trail mix. That like I don't know if they have like something like Costco in
Yeah.
Australia, but
Yeah, they do.
I'm going to go to like a 7-Eleven and get a legendary Slurpee. All right. Okay. We're going to Zara.
Okay.
Is there like a screen wipe?
Sure. What does it look like when you teleport to your sanctuary? Do you save stuff? Do you?
Here's what I think how my portal works. I think my portal works. We have to go. Let's see. What's something that would be in Australia that would work for this? I think what we have to do is we have to go through a car wash,
Mm-hmm.
and then we appear on the other side in Zarak in the equivalent of a car wash, whatever that is.
Yeah, it'll probably be fairly similar. There's no reason it would be different. It just
It's probably a touchless car wash. They use like UV lights or something. There's no actual water.
Okay. So you come out of the mystic car wash.
That's right.
sounds like you have had shrooms. Okay.
That's right.
All right. So you come out in Zarak, and you've both been here before. It's drier. Well, actually, no. You're going from Sydney to Zarak, so it's about the same.
Same humidity.
Mm,
Does everything in
dry.
Zarak try to kill you?
yeah.
Okay.
It's Sydney's like New Mexico, Phoenix sort of weather.
Okay.
It's dry, warm, or dry
Nice.
hot. Okay. Do people need a toilet break or bio break or tea break, whatever? Are you good? Or?
I need an insulin break, so that would be cool.
Cool.
It's 5 minutes, alright? Or...
Oh, yeah, that should be enough.
Alright,
Yep,
cool, bananas.
sounds good.
I'm saying 5.
Okay, sorry, I'll be ready in like 1 minute.
No worries. Let's see if this is going to work. Yeah, so that's the van. Okay.
Okay, there we go. Sorry. So you got my email with the van picture?
Yep. I put the link in the chat. That's it's impressively tacky.
Yep.
I need access in order to see this amazing thing.
I'll put a link in the chat thing. Should.
Did the same thing to me.
It's Google's security.
Okay, so hang on the link. Right. Now, try it again.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Yep, it's purple.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
That's one word for it.
I hope it's like hologram painted, so when you move, it kind of moves a little. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Like those stickers from the 80s that just had 2 and it would go.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, that's terrible.
I mean, it definitely does that with pharmaceutical assistance.
Okay. So, now, Zarak's, an Earth-sized planet, so it's going to take you a very while to look around. So, are you just kind of looking around, looking for something weird? Are you using sense magic to try and sense the use of magic? Are you talking to people? How are you looking for where this magic's coming from?
Do you have an idea, Darren?
I'm pretty good at talking to people. So
But you've got a perception playbook move.
That's true. Navigation and avoiding danger.
Can't you use your magical mind's eye to help navigate to the origin of the spell?
Well, that would be a sense magic thing, but either of you can do that.
Let's see. So let me go back and look at the world thing. Zarak, modern desert jungle. Okay, can we create artifacts? Because I know we can do brewing.
Not really, no. So you come through the portal. You'd probably be on you come out of the car wash.
Yeah.
So you're in a sort of moderate-sized city.
Yeah.
It's fairly warm. Hang on, you were going to your sanctuary, so yeah, you would have been like less than a block from your sanctuary.
Yep.
So your sector's a remote manor. So maybe it's like a small town and the car wash is on the edge of town or something. And then you just go down the road to your manor. It's got the library. Have you taken Gideon to your sanctuary before?
Yes, it was probably during our college days. It's probably been a while. I probably inherited this from some uncle or aunt and have not explored all of its ins and outs yet. So yeah, we got my manor, and I kind of see this as like almost like a medieval cathedral that made out of like let's see what's the local sort of stuff here. Is it like dirt? Is it like brick? Let's see. Oh, like an Aztec cathedral. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let's do like an Aztec type pyramid cathedral thing.
All right. Yeah, I mean, so you can sort of chill out there for a while. You'd have some supplies or whatever there because you pop in at least every week.
Sure.
Yeah, you can sort of you can drive around looking for weird signs. You can use your sense magic to try and see if there's stuff. You can just wait for that next time of day when that last one happened, in case it's like a timed thing. Pardon me.
What is brewing? Yeah, what does brewing mean?
It's just that when you do your magic, brewing is what it looks like. You're stuffing around with chemicals or food ingredients and that.
Huh.
But in your case, it's writing.
Yeah.
You're either painting or you're writing or you're drawing sigils and stuff. It's just the style of what your magic looks like.
Okay. I think. Well, from what I can tell, anyways, with the mechanics, investigation seems to be so sense magic.
Oh, you can do that. Or that's for sort of the magical side of it. But you can physically go out and have a look at, CSI, look for evidence of stuff, or you can talk to people. Gideon could use his charmer ability, for example.
Yeah.
Do the meet and greet stuff.
Are we going to CSI this? Are we going to like Law and Order this? What kind of procedural show are we going to do this, Darren?
I think I at least want to talk to some people.
Cool.
Like, maybe there's like a convenience store that sees a lot of traffic or something.
Yeah. Now, so you head there and chat to the people.
Or some sort of tavern or whatever,
Yep. Oh, so you go to the convenience store first. Roll plus charm or wits. Are you being just sort of charming and friendly, or are you being more attentive to detail?
Oh, I think charm is definitely more my wheelhouse.
Alright, so in this case it's 2d6 plus 3.
Yep. Let's see if I can get this to go. There we go. So 8 plus 3 is 11.
Oh. Alright, so under moves, social, so you achieve what you're trying to say, which is, find out what's going on. Yes, there have been some strange things. There's been like cold spots in a certain area of the town where the temperature will just drop by 10 degrees for like 5 to 10 minutes. And they say, there's a restaurant there, which is like a smorgasbord restaurant that people like on the low income end of things. So yeah, they say there's like a park near there where the temperature's dropped around the same time every day for about a week or so. And they can give you directions to that, no problems. They recognise you're new in town, so they'll give you a cap that advertises their petrol station. Welcome to the neighbourhood sort of thing. And
I'll put it on, and I will think I'm whispering, but it's more. It's kind of. I'll tell Saul I'm going native, man.
What was that?
It's I'm going native, man. I put the hat on.
Oh, you know that you're really native here when you start ordering from the local corner food facility every week. You just get that taste. It's just
Okay.
You just can't help it. And I'm happy to introduce you to them because oh my gosh, amazing food. Lunch hours, fabulous.
Yeah, I'm gonna blend in, man.
Cool. I think what Saul is doing while Gideon is talking to the locals is he's got his book, and he is doing the sort of like I think what he's going to do is he's going to be doing the automatic writing in it, so he's not looking at it.
Is this a physical book or like a tablet with a?
This is a physical book.
Old school, okay.
Because tablets are heavy, and I'm not a high athletic person here. So I'm like doing the automatic writing in it with a stylus, and my intent is to sort of like divine like the caster or the origin of the spell. Does that make sense?
Okay, so you're actually doing sense magic and seeing if your unconscious can kind of channel into your writing.
Yeah, exactly.
What's happening.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm with you. Okay. Yeah. All right. Roll sense magic while he's doing the meet and greet. Okay.
All right. So 2d6 plus wits, and let me just check. Okay. All right. I'm going to see if I can get this to do what I want it to do. Yes, I did it. Okay. I got a 9.
Okay. So yep, you get to pick one.
Pick
That's
one. Okay. I think. Would ley lines or spells be appropriate to try to figure out like the origin of the spell?
Probably spells in this case.
Okay, I'll go with that one then.
Yep. So there's not a spell active in the minute. So yeah. So when you're near the park near the restaurant, yeah, you're just like yes, there's been magic happen here, like strong magic in the last day. It's not active now, but there's still like residual background count, I guess you'd call it.
Right. Is there any like sense of where it came from? Like kind of like where the origin. That's what I'm looking for.
Here. It was
Here?
created here either by people
Right here?
or item. Yeah, yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Perfect. I'm looking up at Gideon with pride as he dons the hat.
Okay. So there's a bunch of people in this park. You know, some of them are picnicking. Some of them are just kind of standing around chatting. The ones that are just chatting, do you seem to be glancing at you two a lot?
I'm going to wave at them because I live here. Or at least I have my mail forwarded here. Cool. So I I think what would be cool is I have a playbook move called Allies. Member of a coven or guild can find 2 to 3 allies once per session. These are allies, not minions or superiors. I want to call in an ally who from this world who may have some more relevant information on the origin of this magic.
In this case, it would probably be someone from your cabal who often does missions on this world because they're familiar with it.
Yeah.
They've been looking around and they're like, "Oh, I didn't know you were coming. All right, cool."
Well, I had to bring my good friend Gideon to see where I hang out once a week.
I mean, there's phones and everything, so you could once you got to the world, when you were back at your sanctuary, you could have given him a call, and he's meeting you at the park.
That sounds great. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna meet like Cold World style at the park on a bench.
Nice.
On a jungle bench.
You put a chalk mark on the tree. Okay.
Yeah, no, and we're gonna speak in some strange dialect. No, I'm gonna basically talk to him about, hey,
the
we're
chair
looking for this
is against the cactus.
Ow.
Yep.
The water is nourishing. Yeah, go through my phrase book. I think I'm gonna talk to them and find out if they've seen or noticed or anything else than what we've been able to determine so far about. Is this just like pranks, or is this like there's like a serious thing going on here that we should be concerned with?
All right, so we'll say this is one of your college buddies, Doug.
No.
So, it's not a prank. There's been some serious magic being thrown around.
It doesn't. What are they doing? Because it seems like they're just testing like what they can do. Because there's no murder or anything. There's nothing serious, is there?
Well, it is affecting businesses at the other end because there's all these accidents. There's electronics in the area go to shit, so it's not good for the businesses. There's also like internet cafes and IT businesses in that downtown area, so they're all affected. Everything goes to crap every time this thing hits them.
Yeah, but that's like small change. Like,
it's not that.
It could be a test move for something bigger.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's what Solomon was trying to figure. Like, is this like we're testing the borders of what we can do, or are we here just to do some civil or corporate disruption on the grassroots level, to put it to the man? Does this seem like the socialist rebellion from? What world is that?
No, because that's the other planet, and it's I mean, they are chucking magic across planets, so there's a powerful weapon involved, even if they're not utilizing it in the most harmful way. So it is still of concern.
So you said the W word. Weapon. They're using a weapon. What is this weapon? Is it just like a group of sorcerers together, or do they have like an artifact?
It's one or the other. It's not one guy on a park bench. It's too much juice. And he takes a swig of vodka, offers it to you both. I keep envisioning Bluto from Animal House.
People really like social drugs in these worlds. I think that's awesome. I will take a swig of this. It's not mushrooms, so I feel like. Oh wait, maybe the alcohol here is stronger than mushrooms in the other world. I want to look to Gideon, and like with some serious eyebrow raising. He said weapon.
Yeah, yeah, and I think you might be onto something. Like it's like a test. It could be a test move to see how it works before some kind of bigger attack.
I'm gonna offer you the vodka.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because we're now in on this secret talk here.
Yep.
All right. So we have to figure out where this weapon is. Is it something that they just take with them, or is there like a base, or what?
Well, they're firing it from here, so if you stay out the area,
they're borrowing it from my time space share world.
They're firing it from the world.
Firing it from here.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think what we can maybe do is, can we create a weapon detector spell?
Well, Sense Magic will do that. You just gotta hide in the area, basically. Or, and what else could you do that you've got? Well, the moves you've got, just hide, wait for them to get it ready again. Just keep an eye on who comes and goes from the park, basically. Unless you wanted to go old school and put landmines everywhere in the park.
All right, we're changing this game to The Wire.
Yep.
We're gonna tap all the trees, and we're gonna get syrup, and we're gonna use that. I guess I'm not sure what to do next, unless it really is to just kind of stick around and then keep doing sense magic, or I'm not sure what the next move would be. Do you have any thoughts, Darren?
We could we could do a stake out.
Well, I'm really glad you brought the van here.
Yeah.
I mean, you could also, accidentally have some sort of chemical spill or something in the park so people can't use it. And then just keep an eye on who accidentally cause some sort of radiation or chemical accident near the park.
What? You want us to endanger people?
Well, it depends how you want to approach things.
I do have a blast, so maybe I could
cause a gas leak or something.
Freeze one of the restrooms with my blast and be like, there's some weird problems going on here. We don't want anybody to, get frostbite in the bathroom, so best to clear the area.
All right. So what you're
do we have mage tape that we tape across the side?
Well, you just get normal police tape or whatever,
That's what I'm saying.
I've got a roll of yellow duct tape in the van.
Oh man,
hazardous area or something, and you go in suits.
One of the mirrors is held on by the yellow.
Yeah, I mean that could be the reason why you're hanging around the reason you're projecting that you're hanging around the park rather than hiding up a tree or something. Now, while you're discussing options, you would notice you get the feeling you're being watched, and there's probably 6 or 7 lemurs in the trees, just sort of staring at you.
Oh, can I do a past life lore on one of these lemurs?
That's not a sentence I've heard before, but sure, what the hell?
It says I have a past life lore sorcery move.
Yep.
Right? I can learn 3 things from the past life of the target that's relevant to the current situation. So I seeing one of these lemurs, I want to sense if this makes sense. If it doesn't, that's fine. Can I learn from it in an intelligible way about who's controlling it or what it's experienced? Or is it going to be completely undecipherable to me as a human?
Alright, well, yeah, roll your sorcery and see how you go. This will be expertise or charm. Probably expertise, I think, in this case.
All right, because I have expertise with lemurs. All right, let's do this. Oh yeah, I'm going to select these 2 dice, and I'm going to hit the little roll selected dice. And oh, I got a 12. I must have
Smashed
played
it.
with lemurs when I was in college.
Nice.
Okay. So, another strange sentence. Okay, so you sense that whatever previous lives this lemur had has been shattered. Like its reincarnation journeys has been shattered because it's possessed by a daemon. So, and its eyes are sort of glowing red, and as it does, and the other ones do. So there's demonic
Animal
lemurs.
cruelty. Demonic. I can't say it. Demonic lemurs. All right. I think what we see is Sal take a couple like steps backwards awkwardly. He catches himself before tripping on whatever, and he grasps Gideon's arm. He says, "Demons are possessing the wildlife, and they're watching us."
Wait, are we still talking in code?
I could not remember the code word for lemur.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, those. Oh,
It's
no,
not a
that's
common code word name.
That's not cool, man. Like mind control is not cool.
Like, this goes back at least 2 generations of lemurs. Like, these demons are infatuated with possessing lemurs and using them for their bidding on my time-space share world.
How do we? How can we free them?
Well, I didn't take the banish move, so I don't know. Oh, we can follow the lemurs back to where they go, right? To where they serve.
You can only do that if you jump like them. You've got to leap. No, I'm joking.
I will try that. Fail.
It would look funny. Okay.
But out of character, I learned that they were controlled by demons, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that would mean if we did a sense magic currently, and we chose one of the option with demons in it, that would be helpful, correct?
No, you kind of already know.
No. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it would be superfluous.
All right.
Oh
man, I want to see through the eyes. I want to see through the eyes of the lemurs to the demon eyes.
Well, the demon eyes are kind of looking at you. All right, so
no, but I want to see the demon. You know,
we're back to shrooms.
No,
You want to trace the hack.
Yes. Or hack the hack.
They're not being possessed remotely. The demons have taken over their souls. So the demon soul's in the lemur body at this point.
There's a demon soul in them? Oh. Man, this is serious.
Okay, so a couple of them will sort of go down on the ground and approach you. And telepathically you would both hear, they say, you know, we're looking for the same thing. We could reward you if you share information. We can make it worth your while. And you have sort of images of, you know, Scrooge McDuck diving in piles of money and stuff, but it's you instead of Scrooge McDuck.
I don't want to become the man. I fight the man.
Right, so
and that's why we're
right.
And that's why this is a buddy mage story.
No, that's what I tell the demons.
Yeah. I knew that you had greed as advice, so yeah, that's fine. All right. All right. So one of them sort of says, "Watch them." Okay. So they go to scamper off unless you do something.
I want to capture one of them.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull off my leather jacket. And I'm gonna use it as a makeshift bag to capture an animal.
There's
A
definitely
possessed
risk
animal.
of harm here, so this would be a physical task under moves.
And this is where I die. Let's see.
The reflexes are wet, depending on either you're trying to be clever about it or you're just going whoop.
Oh, let's see, which am I worse at? Reflexes, probably. I think this is more reflexes because I think I want to see if I can depossess this thing to save mankind. All right, so it's a -1. Let's roll that. Come on. All right, so I got an 8. I got an 8 on reflexes.
You've already got attention from demons, so should we go with harm? It claws you.
I mean, I think what would be cool is to see or touch something from the dream.
Okay, so something about this situation you've dreamt about before.
Okay. So I think the logical or the easiest
Have you dreamed
thing
about
here.
capturing a demon before, or
Yeah.
interacting
Yeah.
with lemurs, or being in this park on Zarak, or?
Here's what I think. I think that I've dreamt about capturing a demon in a park. Like maybe it was one of the first dreams I had when I was starting out as a mage, was dealing with a demon, but I've never gotten it. So it's always like there's this idea or actual demon that's gotten away from me, and maybe it's the magic. And so I feel like there's this sort of hauntingness to working with the lemming, and I'm probably cursing under my breath at it in a very illogical way. Like I'm treating it almost like it's a person, even though it's a small rodent.
All right, Gideon. The other lemurs are kind of scamper off. Look back at the one that's been captured. What are you doing?
Well, we just grabbed a lemur. Oh gosh, sorry. Wow, my virus protection went off. We just grabbed a lemur in public, so I think I'm just kind of, trying to help Saul get up, and let's go to the van. We probably need to leave for a little bit.
Do you have a small compartment to hold a lemur in your van?
Oh wait. So if I dump out the industrial-sized trail mix container,
well, you don't have to go that far, but if you
no, they're individually. There's maximum packaging, so they're packaged inside the package.
Okay.
So we're
there
fine.
We go.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh wait, should I poke an air hole?
I have a knife. I was going to do that if you didn't mind.
Okay. I don't know if demon possessed lemurs don't need air. I
Not really.
Well, if I don't know, but if it ever becomes unpossessed, I want the lemur to still be, survivable.
Okay, and I'll leave one package of trail mix in there for him.
That's very kind.
Okay. All right. You captured the demonic lemur. Are you just sitting in the van, or are you going to go for a drive somewhere, back to his sanctuary, or?
I'm gonna, if I feel like we're not being tailed, maybe we should go back to your place for this.
Okay. I guess I'll put on the equivalent of CNN for mages when we get home on the TV, and see if there's any live coverage or bulletins about this weapon.
Maybe it's a sub channel like ESPN Plus.
Oh gosh, that means I'm going to have to increase my subscription.
All right. Yeah, there are weird animal reports around town, and they're all roughly in the area near that park, but no one sort of looked further into it. Just strange reports. Okay. Yes, you are being tailed. You would notice, Gideon.
Oh, can I see who they are at all?
Yes. It's a lady called Celeste that you've met before. How do you know them?
Let's see. We've been both rivals and co-conspirators on dealing with these other sentient beings.
Okay, so they're another sorcerer?
Yep.
Yep, okay, so yeah, she's following you, and she's in the three-wheeled equivalent of a Trans Am.
Oh, wow, okay.
With a Firebird on the top.
Nice. Well,
are you going to try and lose her, or are you going to pull over and try and have a chat, or are you going to try and drag her off? What are you doing?
I don't know. Do you think it's like, Saul, do you think it's like a boss move to just pull up to your house and just act all casual? Like, hey, how's it going? Fancy meeting you here.
Do it.
Okay. All right, so he checks his mullet in the rearview mirror. Like, okay. Oh, man. All right.
Dear.
Wait. Yeah, why don't... Okay, let's keep the lemur in the van. I still feel like I'm talking in code. But yeah.
It's okay. I probably have the thing with the lemur on my lap, and I probably got in my book on the next page past this. I probably have a bunch of names that I'm going through and scratching off some of them. What we should call the Deemer or Lemon. Floyd, maybe. Geraldine, Daisy.
Bartholomew. Jefferson. Jefferson. Alrighty. Alright, so Celeste sachets out of her three-wheel Trans Am, and Gideon's good to see you. You're looking well.
Oh, yeah, so, what brings you here?
Well, I live around here. We were doing some work in the area. I was in the mood for some fun. Smiles at you.
Uh-huh. No, I get it. I have some shrooms, if you want to, have some fun.
Yeah. So, what are you doing around the park?
Just working in the area, Is there anything big going down that I need to know about?
Oh, that depends. Depends what you're up to these days. Yeah, so she kind of chit-chats about general stuff. If you want to make a social roll to see what she's really getting at or talking about.
Yep.
Charm or wits?
Charm.
Okay, let's see what we get here. Yeah, definitely charm. Oh, nothing's happening.
Looks like you got a 9. No, hang on.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything on my end.
So can you click on the dice individually and then?
Oh, yeah, it's just like it's not doing anything.
Okay, you might need to refresh your screen.
Yeah, let me try again. Let's see, I'll try one more time here. Yeah, I'm hitting the D6 and nothing's happening.
Wait,
oh, there we go. Okay.
Something happened. Something happened.
So 8. So 2 4s.
8 plus any modifiers.
2, so 10. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you work out. Yeah, they're basically her cabal is doing some stuff in the park, and that she wants to see if you want to join in.
Oh, what are you up to?
Yeah, they've been paid to do some ritual to screw over some companies in town, and yeah, if you've been asked to investigate, they can shuffle you some funds to just look away, not be involved. Or if you want to join the winning team, that's an option too. She's being a bit flirty. She's not really against the man like you are, but she's, you know she digs your body and your mullet.
Wow. I mean, like who's getting hit by this?
Oh, she named some companies in, back on Earth.
Okay.
Do it.
Go on a
date. Go on a date.
Do I know like if any of those places are in Sydney?
Yeah. Yes, you do, and yes, they are.
Oh no.
Go on a date with her, and you can find out more.
Yeah. I'll just say, I've heard the local corner store has amazing food, and I'll sort of subconsciously touch his hat because he totally knows the area, and maybe we should just go have dinner, and I think Saul has to do some mansion maintenance or some stuff. So yeah.
Alright, so you go on a date with her, that's fine.
And I'm gonna try and like have my cell phone, or have like an open call to Saul so he can listen in.
You are such a good partner. Yeah, I got to go home and polish my mansion.
Wait,
is that code again?
That code, yeah.
No, wait. I have to go home and groom my lemur.
Yep.
That sounds worse. Okay.
I got you. All right, you're gonna rock this date.
You rolled well, so that's fine. I'll say you go on the date and you're familiar with her. You know what she's about. She's in it for the money, but she's good at what she does.
Yep.
And she digs your mullet. What more do you need? All right. So, yeah, towards the end of the date, she's like, well, I do need a decision. Do you want to walk away or do you want in on this? And
So I would be out of character. I'd be like betraying my organization, right?
Well, kind of. You could just, walk away and pretend you were busy doing something else. You could be negligent, not necessarily, but it's up to you.
I'm gonna go double agent. I'm gonna like pretend I'm in on it with her to get all the info.
All right. Meanwhile, back at the mansion.
So you can hear some of this, I think.
No, this is great. Um, do I have a library in my
Hmm.
once a week place? I want to do a montage of research in the library. I want to look
Nice.
up weapons that can be used in this world to do these nefarious acts and find out their vulnerabilities.
Is this like Charmed, where you put your hand over the page and the pages just flip by?
Well, given that this is my remote mansion, I have a remote control wand that I point at my book and it flips through.
Jolly good. Okay. Um, yeah, there are rituals that can do this sort of stuff, and there are also big artifacts called Twilight Eyes, which is, think of it as like the Golden Eye satellite from the film Goldeneye, but it's
Okay.
magic instead.
So this would be in orbit, is what you're saying?
Um, no, no, it's just a big
Okay.
thing that people can.
Okay. Okay. So what are the vulnerabilities? Just like smashing it, or is there like something more elusive?
If you can unravel magic, you can stop it for a while, which you can't do. You can try and smash it, which is a really bad idea.
Right.
You could stick a bunch of lead around it, or ammonia.
Ammonia?
Yep.
Okay.
Um,
Are there any what I would also be wanting to know is, are there any telltale signature frequencies, scents, whatever, to help find it?
oh yeah, when it's in use, it's you know you get pins and needles. Every sorcerer nearby would know it's been used because it's big, powerful magic.
Okay, then I don't know if there's anything more I can do except to, I guess, sense magic every few minutes while my partner's on a date. Does that make sense?
All right. Yep. Well, yeah. When you know it was used in the park several times, and your manor is several blocks away,
Sure. And maybe,
so you thought,
maybe, yeah, maybe Gideon can get some information from, was it Celeste, about when they
yep.
might be using it next or where, and that could help lead us to the weapon so that I can destroy it with cleaning products. Ammonia.
Okay.
Gideon, what are you wearing to this big double agent date?
There's really not a lot of variance in his wardrobe. So he's got like a denim vest
Oh my
over.
god! I was just thinking a denim jacket, but you've got the vest. It can show off your mighty guns.
Oh yeah. Except for in this case, he's gonna really class it up with like his best Led Zeppelin shirt
Mm-hmm.
under the vest,
The one with the wizard symbols on it.
and some acid wash jeans,
Oh man!
and
Oh gosh! You're
some
breaking
Doc
my heart.
Martens.
Do you have like a like one of those trinket crystal necklaces?
That's my amulet. Yep.
Oh, perfect. Just splash the patchouli and you'll be ready to go.
This is
Yep.
disturbing. All right. Okay. So yeah, you have a nice date. She's happy to give you 20 grand welcome aboard sort of cash fund. Yeah, and she's like, join us in the park tomorrow. We're gonna, mid morning. We're gonna kick things off, and you can jump in, and yeah.
So like, do you know about the Watchers in the park?
She sort of looked, no, what? She's talking about the Sentinels, which are like the local police, and you didn't see any of them. Is that what you're talking about?
I don't know. It's just it's like felt like there were like red eyes on me. It's like I got that like I got that like sixth sense awareness, you know, like you know.
Oh, well, you let me know if that happens tomorrow, and yeah, we'll see how we go.
You know, like sometimes I see the world, and sometimes I see the code dripping down the screen like the Matrix, man. So, yeah.
Good. Okay.
This is his attempt at flirting. It's
Yeah. She's into it. You know, it's been a while, and she doesn't. You know, she knows you're up for it or whatever. So yeah, you can go and have a good night together. That's fine. I presume you turn your phone off at some point.
You know, we could say he's forgetful, and then there's a turn it off. Oh, okay.
Oops. No, I think at that point, like, I would have
the lemur's clutching its ears.
Yeah,
No.
make a noise.
Even demons don't want to hear that. All right. Okay. Yeah. So you're doing your research. All right. So yeah, we'll skip to the next morning. Is Gideon going to meet up with Sol or contact him, or is he just going to hang around Celeste the whole time, or?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna like hang around her, but keep you know, like Gideon saw in the movie The Departed. He's like, you know, he's texting, kind of on the down low. Just really sparse texting.
Yep. Sol, what are you up to that morning?
Well, I believe Sol heard that they're going to be at the park that mid-morning. So he's going to try to get there and find a good bench that's not taken and basically be on the lookout. He's going to wear something different. He's going to go incognito. He's going to dress like like the equivalent of a civil servant in the world.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to bring a sack lunch. And what else do non-mage people do? He's going to bring a golf club and a ball.
Alright, so you're pretending you're just having a kind of mid-morning putt around the
Yep.
park. Yep.
Yep, I've seen it in a movie. I don't know if this works, but this is my disguise. I'm totally not a mage.
Okay.
And of course, I'm texting back.
Yeah. So, yeah, Celeste introduces Gideon to Marco and Pierre. And yeah, they sort of get in positions and they just say, you know, Gideon, if you want to keep an eye out.
Gideon, are you okay?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought
No,
you were
it's
still talking to David. Yeah, I'm just kind of, you know, trying to, in under the guise of training, I'm just trying to get information.
Okay. Alright, so Marco sort of, you know, what are you doing here? Who are you? Celeste's like, you know, he's cool. He's gonna help us out. Keep an eye out. I've worked with him before. You gonna say something, or are you just gonna play it cool, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and like build a mystique around me, so I'm kind of, you know, taking those like far away looks, like yeah.
Oh no. Okay, no, fair enough. You notice that Marco's, I mean, they appear to be doing some sort of ritual thing together, but Marco's occasionally glancing at you. You're not sure you've completely won him over, but Pierre and Celeste seem to be fine and comfortable with your presence. Sol's, 100 metres over there, keeping an eye on things.
I'm definitely looking out for lemurs.
Yeah, actually, I'll get you to roll social move to see how you go with Marco, and you may weave in the lemur. We may. Yeah, did you bring the lemur, or is it back in a?
I feel like the lemur's in my brown paper sack bag. I also, if it's not too much to say this, I have the concealment playbook move. I was thinking about having, because these are small items until used, I was thinking about having Gideon's van as one of those small items.
No, that's a bit big.
Is that too big? Okay, no problem.
So I think so I rolled one die, then it crapped out on me, and then I went back. I think it was a 6 and a 5.
Yep, that's what I can say.
Okay.
So you can't see any lemurs. Well, I mean, obviously Sol can, because he's got one in the golf caddy thing. Marco's keeping an eye on you, but he's letting you do what you need to do. And for a brief second, they're chanting. You can see something floating, 20 foot up in the air, and it's like a purple semi-translucent sphere, and inside of that is a gold one, and inside of that is, let me just roll a d12. 5. Okay. Leo. Is it one of you and Leo? Yeah, Sol is. Okay. So inside the second sphere is the constellation of Leo. And you've heard about these things. This is a Twilight Eye, which is like an artifact that you can do some big magic and chuck it at other worlds and stuff. So at this point you would realise this is a thing that's chucking that magnetic stuff up anomaly thing at Earth, downtown Sydney. You can either try and stop it, or you can try and attune to it yourself, which Sol would get a bonus to the roll, because he's a Leo and this thing is attuned to Leo. Doesn't mean that Gideon can't, it just means Sol would be better at it.
I would attempt to attune to it.
I mean, you could also just kill the people doing the ritual. It's up to you how you want to handle things.
Well, given, and I'm fine with whatever, but given how we've structured our cabal to be more protective and understanding, I don't see Sol, at least, as a murderer.
I mean, you can totally just try and talk them all out of it.
Well, we've got Gideon on the ground now. I think what would be interesting would be to try to synchronize with it and maybe attempt to either turn it off or prevent them from using it in some capability, if that makes sense.
Okay.
I also do have ammonia with me. I have
as a fallback plan.
Yes. So how do I attempt to sync up with this thing?
Okay.
Yeah.
So it takes us sort of a couple of minutes of just focusing on this thing and just projecting your will at it to say, we are talking the same language because we're both Leo. We view things in the same way. It's not corrupted by undead or nothing. Okay, so it's just 2d6 plus charm, and you get +1 because it's Leo and you're Leo.
Oh, okay. So that's 3/6 plus 1 for me. Let's reroll these. I got a 9.
Okay, so you succeed, but so you want to either turn it off. So yeah, you can just turn it off.
Yeah, I would love to turn the thing off if I could, or child lock.
Actually, no, you can't turn it off. What you can do, which is like the least harmful, is you can influence the dreams of 1,000 random people. You can just go, nope, I'm going to send dreams instead.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna send out happy thoughts to, or influences.
Yep. What is it about? Is it about money? Is it about love? Is it about?
I'm gonna say like, I think the closest I can think that it might be is like think something positive about yourself.
So
like
self-affirmation sort of thing.
Yeah, like less bad talk and more positive talk. Just like one instance of that.
Okay. Now that happens to 1,000 people on Earth. I'm presuming you're aiming it at.
Wherever they were directed it, wherever they were directing it to, would go to those people.
Yeah. So you didn't change the direction. You just changed what is being set. Okay. But my pick is everything in 30 kilometers knows you did it.
Hey.
So yeah, every sorcerer nearby is just going to go and look at you.
I'm sending positivity out into the world, baby.
Yeah, but they're paid to do a ritual to stuff something up, so they're going to be pissed off.
That's fine.
Okay. So yeah, Celeste, Marco, and Pierre. Look at Sol. Gideon, what are you doing?
Wait, did Saul do that?
Yes, you know he did, and you know the cabal you just joined are going to be pissed off with him.
Yeah, so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to socially engineer, like, wait, did Saul do that? The lemurs got him!
Are you trying to make it seem like the lemur did it?
Yeah, the lemur, I think one of the lemurs is controlling him.
They're like, what the hell are you talking about, Gideon?
There are lemurs. That's why I asked you if you knew about the Watchers, because there were like lemurs with demon eyes here yesterday. And he said he was going to investigate that, so I wonder if they got him.
Now, they think you're off your face, but roll social.
Let's go talk to him. Maybe the lemur's like around.
Yeah, they're angry, so this is a hard task. So roll social, see how you go.
Come on, Gideon.
Success will mean they'll stay in social. Failure will mean no, they're going to go and attack him because they're pissed off.
Oh, okay. I got booted again. Hang on. This I don't know what it is about this.
Do you have physical dice, Darren?
I have like 100 of them, and they're not. They're downstairs.
Sure.
I'm sorry. Okay.
That's okay.
Let's see. This is not looking good. Yeah, that's a 7.
Okay. So you succeed. So they're still talking. They're annoyed, but they're not, getting physical or chucking spells or nothing.
Yeah. No, come with me. I think. Wait. Isn't he over there? Just come with me, man. We got to see if the lemur is there.
Right, so are you actually taking him over to Sol, or that you taking him somewhere else as a diversion to give Sol time to get away?
Oh no, I'm taking him over to Saul because I think he took the lemur with him.
Yep, I got the lemur. So, if they're coming over to me, are they bringing the weapon, or are they leaving the weapon where it was?
Well, it looks like it was kind of already there, and they just revealed it and activated it as part of their magic.
So, but it's stationary. It doesn't move with them.
No, it's just sitting above that area of the park.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna circle. Okay, this is what Saul thinks he's gonna do. Saul has the bag with the lemur and the golf club. and the miniaturized ammonia. He's going to try to position himself to be in a distance to toss the ammonia on the thing. So I think I'm moving closer to your group.
All right. So like so they're approaching. They seem a bit annoyed, and one of them's like, "What the hell are you talking about? There's no lemurs."
Who says that?
We'll say Marco.
I'm going to open the bag with the lemur in it and toss the lemur at his face.
Are you trying to hurt him or like cause an emergency so you can bugger off?
It's just a distraction. It's purely for a distraction. And
so you do that, and he's like, "What the hell?" And then the lemur's trying to kill him because
there's a lemur. See, lemurs.
And Celeste sort of looks at Gideon, and she's like, "What the hell are you trying to pull here? What's going on?"
No, it's the demon lemur. We gotta get it off him. It's gonna kill him. It's gonna eat his face. Sorry.
All good. Pierre's just kind of looking around, keeping an eye on things, making sure you guys aren't attracting too much attention.
I'm gonna try and help Marco.
Okay. Did you let it out of the bag?
That's right. I have a special move for that.
I'll see if I can screen share it. Share screen. So that one. Alright. So the lemur grows and looks like this.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's about 10 foot tall. And it's going, "Yeah, I'll devour you all."
Bartholomew.
It's about to attack. You don't have to fight it. You can try and talk. You can try and flee.
I'm going to scurry around to position myself to toss ammonia upon the weapon.
Okay, yep, so you're still doing that. Gideon, what are you doing?
I'm gonna try and help with the distraction and be like, "No, demon, you can't devour these nice people. I love Celeste. No."
Pierre's like, "Shit." And he pulls out 2 revolvers and he's going blam, 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 blam. Marco's lost it. He is running. He's just like, Jesus. He's just going, "Shit." And he's bolting. Pierre's blazing around with a couple of pistols. Celeste is like, "Someone said they love me. There's a demon popped up. I'm not sure what to do." Alright, so the tall eye isn't actually working at the minute, so you don't have to chuck ammonia on it right now.
If I throw ammonia on it, will it disable it?
Yeah.
That's what I want to do. I want to make sure.
All it's doing at the minute is putting nice streams towards Earth,
right.
Because that's what you made it do.
But I think, given what the demon lemmings have said, they're looking for this thing too, and I don't want them to get it. So I'm trying to disable the weapon so no one can really get it.
Well, you can also, just putting ammonia in the air will make it harder for them to find it, because it disrupts magic, like seeking magic and stuff too. So
yeah, then
you don't have to roll for that.
Okay.
You just chuck around some ammonia. Gideon, what were you doing?
What was that, Blake?
What were you doing? Sorry.
Oh, I think I am gonna fire off a blast after I've done my act.
Yep. Okay.
So, do I use expertise for that?
I would think so. Yeah.
Okay.
You practice and practice and practice. So yeah. Right. You know that this thing's immune to cold, so don't bother with cold and ice.
Oh, okay. I'll go with electricity then.
Alright, so you're full on Palpatine. No!
Yep.
Alright. Yeah, that's just a magic roll.
That's a total of 7.
Okay, so when you do your magic, is it like martial arts? Is it, are you like doing some sort of dance? Are you singing? What's it look like?
It's pretty theatrical. So, if I'm doing the electricity thing, I am like spreading my fingers like Palpatine. And maybe you can like vaguely hear a guitar riff from somewhere off, and it's like you're hearing it from off in the distance. And if I'm shooting electricity, it'd be like a super metal guitar riff,
Yeah.
And there, it's kind of loud. There's like crackling in the air from the lightning and stuff.
Okay, so you got 7. So you look on the magic tab for performing. You succeeded with a blast, but choose one of the 7 to 9 options.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Yeah, he'll take a harm.
Okay.
It reflected some of it back on him.
Yep. All right. But you did zap it. It's not happy. It's It's So it leaps on Pierre, who had the 2 guns, and it's sort of hacking into him. Celeste will. No, I'm going to say, what's his face? Who was there before? Doug, your college buddy. Stumbles out of the bushes. Take this, demon! Blam! And he blasts it with fire as well, and it's going. And it quickly scampers off. It's running off across the park. Celeste will bandage Pierre, but he's going to die unless he gets some sort of healing shortly.
If Saul can act, he would be interested in helping to heal Pierre.
Okay. I won't make you roll. You can just do your magical healing. You'll help people out. All right. So Marco run off one way, and it doesn't look like he's coming back anytime soon. The demon scampered off on all 4s, kind of thing, across the park. Pierre was badly hurt by the demon. He got bandaged by Celeste and then healed by Sol. Gideon, what are you up to?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like our work is sort of getting done here, so I'm just gonna wrap up the con game, with like, oh yeah, man, look what that lemur made him do, and it's gone now. Whoa, no, it's a good thing.
Well, you're not wrapping it up, you're keeping it going then. Okay, that's cool. I'm not even going to make you roll, because with everything that's just happened, they're like, okay. I don't think that, yeah. She's more worried about Pierre, he just got shit torn out of him with massive claws, so. Alright. I guess we will kind of go to epilogues at this point. How do you think things go? Do you think they would keep going with their contract to do this, or you think they would go, nah, we've had it, this isn't worth it, or do you recruit some of them to your cabal? What do you think? How do you think it plans out?
What do you? I think Saul is interested in how serious Gideon wants to take this relationship with Celeste and her people. So what do you think, Darren?
Well, like, nobody owns anybody, man.
Right.
I don't know. Like, she's kind of a loose cannon. But that I don't know if you think we could recruit her, but I don't think she's like lined up with our values. But maybe that could change.
But like, do you see yourself wanting to go on the next date with her?
Next date. Well, wow, 2 dates in a row. Yeah.
I know.
Okay.
I know it's serious.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't like to be tied down like that. But yeah, I could do it.
So I think Saul would, if not directly, indirectly, he'd want to make sure that Pierre was okay.
Yeah, he doesn't want to do that job anymore. He's going to take a vacation and then look for a new contract or something.
Sure.
So it sounds like Celeste and Gideon are going to date, but you're not going to recruit her. She's not company material at this point in her life.
Yeah, and I don't know if this is possible, but I think Saul would like to take that weapon, if it can be moved, and bring it into the library to figure it out.
And no, it can't be moved, but you can regularly come and look at
check it out. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So I think that's what you see with Saul. Saul is like checking in on people and also tinkering with this thing to learn how it works. And then patronizing the local restaurants that he's a big fan of.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So that's that. We'll sort of pause it there. That's worked all right. If you got any 6 minus rolls, you get 1 XP for that, of course. I think there were a couple in there. No,
I got one. I got my first roll was a miss. Everything else was at least a 7.
I don't think I missed.
Okay, so XP. Did a role-playing characters, virtue and vice. Yeah, I mean, I think there's understanding and patience there. Gideon was kind of playing the long game. He didn't try and rush things. Understanding, yeah, he didn't choose to let's just kill everything first. You both get an XP for that. Working towards goals of your Cabal members, yes, you both get an XP for that. Yeah, we didn't really work in the fairy thing, but that's my bad, not yours. Protecting innocence from harm or harmful influence. Yes, you both get an XP for that. Exploring and surviving on other worlds. Yes, you both get an XP for that.
Darren, did you want to mark your character sheet, or do you want one of us?
Oh, sorry, that's a good point.
No, it's okay. I think you got 4 XP.
Yeah, that sounds right.
There we go.
Yep.
All right.
I thought we were talking like hypothetically. I didn't know if we were going to continue with these characters or.
Oh, I'm happy for you to keep them going if you like. Yeah, I think I scheduled 4 things, but if you can only come for 2 or whatever, that's fine. You can still keep the same characters going. It'll be.
And it's next Wednesday, right?
It's 2 days from now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 2 days from now, and then the next week it's the same 2 days.
Okay.
But yeah, that worked all right. Yeah, any thoughts, feedback? Good, bad?
So do you want like stars and wishes, or do you have a particular format?
We'll go stars and wishes, sure.
Okay, so stars. I had no idea what this game was gonna be like. The sort of retro like buddy mage thing was fun. Um, I don't know if this game is supposed to be like Gonzo or dark or what. So there wasn't anything that I took as sort of a guide to that. I just sort of like what we were doing.
Yeah, I think your focus under your Cabal tab is kind of where you can decide that, because if you go performance, it's probably not going to get too dark. And same with environmentalism. You might get vicious, but you're still going to be trying to save plants and animals and shit. So
I was definitely like moving away from like the killy, like the hunters. I just played the between, so I was feeling like I needed a break from that. So stars, Darren, great. You really leaned into your mullet, and Blake for just kind of rolling with it. It was fun. Wishes, I would say, is I don't know if this is needed or not, but I felt like it was very loose in structure, very sandboxy, and so I wasn't sure for a one shot or for this mini session if there should be more structure, or we just sort of like follow things along, or if there's a mission really that we should pursue. It wasn't.
You had one. You were given one by the
and that. It just some of the moves, and again, I've been playing very like focused, structured Powered by Apocalypse games, so that's probably why it seemed kind of different for me. Some of the magic moves, I think, sense magic. It seemed kind of odd to me to have choices in there that would result in a no for an answer. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think that's because you're kind of eliminating what's involved by getting no elements or portals involved. The anomaly wasn't caused by too much fire or too many portals or whatever. So it's helping your process of elimination, I guess, because with magic, there's a wide range of shit that can happen. So
the challenge that I saw as a player was that if I had one choice and my choice that was given to me was a no, then I feel like I would just keep going back to sense magic to try to just figure it out.
Yeah.
Versus playing through the result in a fiction forward way. So that was kind of different for me. Those were mostly it. Darren, do you have anything?
Yeah. Is there? Maybe I'm not reading things right, but is there something similar to investigate a mystery, like in Monster of the Week?
Not really. You just decide how you're going to do things, and you use. We choose the most appropriate thing.
That makes sense.
It's not. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and that's kind of okay. That makes sense. Yeah, I feel like it was very sandboxy, but then I also felt like, I was a little like, unsure of how to move forward at one point, but then it seemed pretty like quickly. It seemed like, that leaves it open to like, kind of how you want to solve the problem as a player. And you seem like Blake. You seem to like react well to that. So I mean, if that was the dynamic you were looking for, that seemed to go pretty well after I figured it out.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of wanted a mid-range in the sense that if you've ever played like Mage the Ascension or Mage the Awakening, you can run everything in the world, and it's so open. It's a bit kind of there's too many choices. And then the other end of the stick is like the Between, where every single move is focused on with the style and tone. And that's, it's a wonderful game, but it is very specific. And I was kind of aiming for more in the middle, and then that way you can choose, the way you choose your Cabal gives you, you can sort things out how you want.
Yeah, I feel like maybe I should have checked in about the tone of the game more before I went, you know, as silly as I did. But if it is sort of set your own tone, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you can do that in game as well by sort of saying, someone pulls out a weapon, you can say, "Hang on, well, let's talk first." You can handle that on a character level as well as a player. But yeah, I thought you two work well together. I wasn't expecting the van and the mullet and everything, but that was cool, because it's boring if everyone runs around in robes with wands and stuff. You guys were different wizards, and that's good.
Yeah, so like kind of maybe what I think like I said earlier, I think because I just came from the between, which is like what you said, very structured, which was very structured for me. Maybe like just talking at the beginning about what kind of tone we want as a group might help if people even care about that. Like when I've played games that have like a character keeper with the lines and rails, sometimes, not always, sometimes there's sort of a tone discussion either on the sheet or by the facilitator.
Yeah. No,
And
that's
that
fair.
can yeah, I mean, if you're looking for that. But once I got used to it, I'm like, oh, that's how this game is, right? Then I was more easy to roll into. So I think, playing this more than one session, now that I know that that's the way it goes, I'm very comfortable with that. But I feel like if we do have additional or different players, we may want to have a conversation as a group, how we
Yeah.
want this to go. But I like the idea of looking at the Cabal stuff as sort of informing that. And I think going forward, I'll try to use that more.
Yeah, sort of that and your previous event history,
Yeah.
which ones you chose affects that, because you can be a total we murdered everybody, or we bullshitted through everything. It's up to you, your team,
Yeah.
and
So
that kind of
like
informs that.
maybe when you're introducing this game, make that more prominent or more, if that's what you want to do, with the players who are new to your game about how this, because it's almost like an after effect after you fill it in, or it can be. So maybe somehow help reinforce that with your player group, because I think if that's
Yeah.
meant to be an important part, you should lean on that more.
Yep.
Cool.
That's cool.
No, thank you for running
end
this.
broadcast.
Yeah, this